I go way back. Of course, I saw Ferris Bueller and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all your movies leading up to What If, and have kept up with you. Years ago, you were in Knoxville at a convention, one of those fanboy expo or whatever, and
Mhm.
we met there.
Oh, wow.
Stood in line, took a
Thought you looked a
picture.
little familiar. I'm like, I think I've met this guy before
Yeah.
somewhere along the way.
Wow, made a big
So,
impression then. No.
mhm.
No, but anyway, yeah, you're very kind. I appreciate that.
Thank
I
you.
I loved that original Buffy movie. I thought it was so fun and funny and like nothing anybody had done before to that time.
Hmm.
Um, so this movie, What If, is also a great movie, and it's kind of fun that they're looking back based on, this was kind of a pioneering movie back in the day, and I think one of the things I was curious to know is what drew you to it when it was presented to you. This was, I don't know if it was a departure at that point, if you had done anything to that in the faith space to that point. And if
Hmm.
so, was there any hesitation or trepidation doing it?
There was no hesitation at all on doing this movie. I read the script and I fell in love with it. I loved the story on a whole. Just amazing. It just flowed so nicely. All the characters amazing. So I just, I've read a lot of scripts my whole life. Sometimes you read and you're like, oh, it's got good bones, but it's missing this or that, or whatever. But this was just so perfect and so great. I just fell in love with it, and I loved the character that I would be playing, and I really liked Dallas a lot. I thought he was really smart, and I knew I was in good hands. And yeah, it just all came together.
How do you feel like it did it change your trajectory at all after that as far as where you're headed on the career? Did you take a chance on more like the independent movies like this?
I've done a lot of independent movies, but you mean faith-friendly ones?
Yes.
I did do some more after What If. I did do a few more faith-friendly projects. Also did a lot of Hallmark Christmas movies and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'm. This is definitely a project that I'm so blessed and so grateful to be a part of, and I'm glad that I'm still like it's mind-boggling to me that it was 15 years ago that it came out, and here we are doing it again, and that in and of itself is something really special.
Yeah.
So that really touches my heart and makes me feel good for sure.
Yeah. I think just when I met you at Knoxville, I decided to follow you on Twitter after that, and I didn't know, really anything about your personal life or even, what I noticed as I was following you on Twitter is that you had taken your kids to a King and Country concert, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, wow. She listens to King and Country, like me. So that was kind of like when I started discovering, I think, a little bit that that you had religious or spiritual leanings there.
Yes,
So that was
yes.
really cool.
Yes. Yeah, my cousin and her daughter, and my one of my nieces, they all wanted to go, so I took them, and it was great. Those guys were amazing. What a great band, what a great family. It was really fun.
Uh, when you look back over the rest of your career, like the movies that I mentioned earlier, what were
Mhm.
some of your real fond memories of those? I mean, I love the girl in Ferris, and we just have recently revisited Buffy because of the Paul Rubens documentary. That was a big part of his his comeback or whatever.
Mhm.
But it was just such a fun thing. So, anything that stands out to you when you look back at those years?
Oh gosh. Um, a lot of it stands out to me. You know, I've been blessed to have a good career, a long career, be a child actor and a teenage actor and in my, young adulthood and into my 30s and 40s and 50s. And it's, it's, I'm blessed and grateful to have had all these years of working in the industry and being able to act and play roles and they all have special meaning and reason, special meaning for different reasons. You know, they all stand out to me in various ways. So
Do
yeah.
you have like a what if moment in your life where it's like there was one moment, what if I would not have done that? What if I would have said no instead of saying yes? Is there anything you think of there?
I think we all can't help but have what if moments in our lives at certain times, um, but Ben, he had a big one in this story.
Yes, yeah, yeah. He was fortunate enough to see the other side of it, right?
Yes, yes. And I think that people are really going to enjoy the movie. Those who haven't seen it yet, or those who are revisiting it again and when it comes out in August. I'm really excited. I'm excited for new introductions to the film with people and for people revisiting. I think it's going to be fantastic, and they're going to come away entertained and definitely feeling very warm inside for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think the message of it is timeless. As I was rewatching it, I was like, yeah, this holds up. It's the whole thing of, the choices you make and the parallel lives or whatever, like the angel in here says, the parallel. This is, a snapshot of what it would be like or whatever. So I'm excited for everybody to see it again. And now that, Dallas is, there'll probably be a little more recognition as it releases this time, a little more attention and show that. One last question. I just, as they're doing the reboot of Buffy, um, if you know,
They're doing a reboot.
oh, you didn't know that. Surely you knew that.
I've been hearing this for years.
No, no,
I
it's
didn't know
like
it was really happening.
it's in the trade. Sarah Michelle is like
Oh,
she's gonna be the old sage or whatever, in this movie. Like she's not gonna be Buffy, but she's gonna be involved somehow.
oh,
So my
good.
my question was, with all these multiverses, wouldn't it be cool if they had a multiverse and your Buffy showed up somehow? What would you think about that?
I'm always open to that. I think that would be pretty fantastic and fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. I
Hers
think
had
it's
hers had a different slant. Yours was a little more fun. Hers had all this high school drama and angst and stuff, but I think that
right.
would be really cool to see the two of you, kind of interact that way.
That would be pretty funny, actually. I think that would
Yeah.
be hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for humoring me on the Buffy questions. And
Yes, of
it's
course.
so great to connect with you again. Keep up the good work. I enjoy following you on Twitter and enjoy uh,
Thank you.
the project that you do.
Thank you.